All right, this team is called HomeSight AI.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rosemaria, and my teammates are Kushul and Tejaswi, and we are Team HomeSight AI. So over the past 2 days, we have built a comprehensive data-driven tool that analyzes housing affordability across 25 US cities with a special focus on Jacksonville. So our project focuses on solving Jacksonville's housing affordability crisis by creating a city-level and tract-level affordability index. We use the data-driven insights from the housing, income, transportation, and walkability to find out which neighborhoods are most at risk and where the policy support is needed. Right now, many families spend over half of their income on housing and all. And in the future, this will lead to tough choices like displacement and loss of community. Now, most housing data only shows the city average, which hides big differences between the neighborhoods. There is no clear way to ensure or measure affordability at a local level. And agencies use different matrices. So the data can't be compared in a common way. And existing indices focus only on rent to income and ignore the transportation, housing quality and availability. And all these are key part of true affordability, and our motivation is simple. So that is to help these communities by finding which neighborhoods need more support and use the data-driven insights to make the smarter policy decisions, and finally create a scalable tool any US city can use. So we use 3 main federal sources of data to make sure our information is accurate and consistent. First is the National Housing Preservation Database. It tells us about the subsidized housing and when those subsidies might expire. Next is the HOOD's Comprehensive Housing Affordability Strategy data. This helps us understand how renters and how homeowners are doing when it comes to housing cost. And finally, the US Census Bureau American Community Survey data that gives us data on housing characteristics and income levels in different areas. Putting all of this together help us get a full, reliable picture of housing affordability across communities. When we think about housing affordability, it is easy to just look at rent or mortgage payments. But that's like only one part of the story. Real affordability is about how all the pieces fit together. What people earn, what they spend, where they live, and the quality of that housing. To better understand this, we broke affordability down into 5 key areas. These dimensions guide our data and help us see the bigger picture. We developed this framework based on insights from the literature review, especially from the paper by Rasa et al., Advanced Machine Learning Techniques for Predictive Modeling of Property Prices. So that research helped us shape how we approach measuring and modeling housing affordability in a more data-driven way. First, we looked at how much of the people's income goes towards housing, whether if it is someone spending more than 30% of their income on housing, and that will be considered as a burden. And if it is like more than 40%, that means it's like a really pretty bad. They are in a really pretty bad situation. Next, we look at income compared to housing cost. Basically, are people earning enough to afford where they live? And next is like the housing, whether it's affordable if you have to whether we need to drive for a long way to reach our workplaces or not. And finally, the affordable housing availability. It's about the subsidies that's about to expire. Like if it's about to expire, they can't afford it anymore in the future. Now I'm handing over to my...
So this is the solution overview we have used. By using the above 5 components, we have created the affordability index. Before combining the 5 main components, we need to give the weighting for each component. So we have used the PCA for giving the weights. But this PCA is doing by using the variance of each component, and then after by using this affordability index, we have compared the tract level and the city level comparison within the tract and the city, and then after we have done the dashboard, the variance analysis. Means based on PCA analysis, we have done the variance. Means this is the over 100% based on 100% explained. Like we have for the 5 main components, we have the first component having a 32% and the second component having a 21% of the variance, and the third component having we have dividing into 100% into different categories. And based on this variance, we have calculated the weight of the each component. Like we have seen almost all of the components having an equal weight between the range of an 18 to 21% based on the variance. By this we can say that not only a housing cost or the rent value will not say the what is the affordability of the price. We need to use the other things to calculate the affordability. And for this validation purpose, we have used the cross correlation analysis. This is the cross correlation analysis we have used. We have got the maximum cross correlation between it is the 0.4 which is between the housing quality and the cost burden. By this we can say that most are there is no issue of the multi-collinearity, and most of them are not equal to, means not nearby 1, it is nearby negative values and nearby 0. Means by this we can say that these are not collinear to each other. And I am passing the mic to Tejaswi to show the dashboard.
Yeah, next will be the dashboard which we built. So this is the dashboard which we built based on the affordability indexes we calculated based on our analysis, and on the page load it will have city comparison with all 25 cities which we have in the data. So here we are showing city level affordability comparison, where the summary statistics shows what is the average affordability index and what is the best city among those 25 what we analyzed, and what is the main, like what city has most risk factor related to the affordability index. So Louisville is the best city as per our analysis, and Miami is the most vulnerable city when we are seeing the affordability index. So coming here, we are showing all the affordability indexes for all those cities here, and we are providing the downloadable option so that they can see that what all the index scores, the affordability index scores each city has, and how much percentage of housing they have, housing tracts they have high risk. So all these things they can see here. We are giving some option to download as files, so that they can in future they can use them for their analytics or some other type of work. And similar type, like here we are providing the index score distributions, how these index scores are distributed among all the cities. So here we are providing like what cities has how much and how they are distributed along it. And also we are also providing export results option, where we are giving tract level data and city level data, so that the people can download it. The State of Jax personnel can download all those reports for their future use. And when we come to the tract level analysis, so here we are doing a drop down here, Jackson, where people can select the city, and here we are showing that specific city. By default it's Jacksonville for now. So here we are showing total tracts are 208, and what is the average index for the Jacksonville, and how,
Just finish your statement.
yeah, sure. Average index and how many tracts are at risk in Jacksonville and all those things here. And this is the visualizations. Like here we are showing how those 5 principal components are measuring here, like cost burden, and we can keep adding like all our transportation and all those things here. And same thing, Jacksonville photos, we provided all the Jacksonville photos here, and integrated with Tableau with the maps, where we are showing all these things.
Thank you. Could you go to slide 9 real quick? I think I probably have the similar questions to the last presentation, but I think it was slide 9.
Okay.
But I'm curious, as you bring it up, is how you're mapping the components to your labels here. How you come up with those labels for each of the components. If you could just walk us through that real quick.
So okay, so from the data sets, we came up with these 5 groups, like cost burden, income housing ratio, like that, and then we grouped all of the features, like we grouped all of the indicators, whatever we got from the data set within those 5, based on their nature and how they are retrieved from the census data, and then calculated, we normalize the data. Once we normalize the data, then we cumulative all those factors into, and then pass that variable store to the PCA analysis, from where we got this. So first we calculated the individual 5 component values from the data sets. Then we passed that information to the PCA, and then got variance details, and then we calculated the weightage.
Thank you. Thank you.